In a land far removed from the protective arms of their brethren, nestled the city of Laish, oblivious to the impending doom. This serene city, shrouded in peace and prosperity, was a world apart, isolated from its kin. Its inhabitants reveled in their tranquility, unaware of the perils that their isolation invited. They knew not the art of warfare, nor the strategies of defense. Their world was a utopia, undisturbed by the chaos of battle, untouched by the clamor of war. In the same land roamed the tribe of Danites, nomads in search of a place to call home. Their journey had brought them to the doorstep of Laish, a city ripe for the taking, its peacefulness its greatest weakness. The city of Laish, in its isolation and ignorance of warfare, had unwittingly set the stage for its own downfall. Unbeknownst to the people of Laish, their tranquility was about to be shattered. In the shadows, 5 stealthy figures from the tribe of Dan lurked, their eyes assessing the city of Laish. Their mission: reconnaissance. These men were not ordinary observers, but trained spies, skilled in the art of surveillance. As they scrutinized the city of Laish, they were calculating, discerning and evaluating every aspect of the city's defenses. As their watchful eyes roamed the city, they noticed something unusual. Laish was a city in isolation. There were no neighboring allies to call upon in times of distress. It was a city alone, surrounded by the vast, unforgiving wilderness. The spies observed how the city's isolation led to a false sense of security. The inhabitants of Laish lived in a tranquil, carefree manner, oblivious to the dangers lurking just beyond their city walls. But it wasn't just the isolation that caught the Danites' attention. It was also the city's apparent lack of warfare skills. The city's defenses were weak, its watchmen untrained. The people of Laish, it seemed, had not learned the art of war. They had no soldiers, no warriors, no military strategy. They were a peaceful people living in their isolated world, unaware of the storm that was brewing. With each passing moment, the Danites' anticipation of an easy conquest grew. They saw a city ripe for the taking, a city unprepared and unsuspecting. The promise of a new home for their tribe, a land flowing with resources, was within their grasp. All they had to do was reach out and take it. As the dawn broke, the spies retreated, melting back into the shadows from whence they came. They had seen enough. Their mission was accomplished. They had assessed the city's vulnerability, its isolation, its lack of warfare skills, and they had found it wanting. The fate of Laish was sealed, its fate decided by the 5 men who slipped away as silently as they had come. The city of Laish, in its peaceful isolation, was about to face a storm it was ill-prepared to withstand. This was the beginning of the end for the city of Laish. The dawn broke, not with the songs of birds, but with the chilling battle cries of the Danites. The quiet and isolated city of Laish was unprepared for the storm that was about to befall it. The city, nestled in the heart of the valley, had lived in peace, secure in its isolation. But this very isolation that had been its shield was now about to become its sword. The Danites, a tribe of Israel, had set their sights on Laish. They were a people skilled in the art of warfare, and they had done their reconnaissance. They knew the city was vulnerable, unguarded, and ripe for the taking. As the first rays of the sun pierced the morning fog, the Danites descended upon the city. The residents of Laish were craftsmen, farmers, and traders. They were not warriors. They had no knowledge of warfare, no training, and no defense strategies. They were a peaceful community that had not learned the art of war. And now they were paying the price. The invasion was swift and brutal. The Danites, armed and battle-hardened, met with little resistance. The city's walls, which had been built to keep out wild animals, were no match for the invading force. The city's isolation meant that no neighboring cities came to its aid. The people of Laish were alone, outnumbered, and outmatched. The city fell quickly. The once peaceful streets were now filled with the chaotic sounds of battle. Homes were looted, and the people were subjugated. The Danites, having achieved their goal, established their rule over the city. They renamed it Dan after their ancestor, forever erasing the memory of Laish. Laish fell, its peaceful existence shattered, its people subjugated. The city that had once been a haven of peace was now a symbol of the dangers of isolation and the importance of learning warfare. The once peaceful city of Laish was now a shadow of its former self, under the iron grip of the Danites. The tranquility that once echoed through its streets was replaced with the harsh tones of a new order, a new rule, a new reality. The Danites, having invaded the city, now held the reins and governed with an iron fist. The city of Laish had transformed almost overnight. Homes that once held laughter and love were now filled with despair and dread. The marketplace, once bustling with trade, stood eerily silent. The city's splendor was lost, and in its place a stark, chilling reminder of the city's downfall stood. The transformation of Laish into a city of the Danites was not just physical. It was a deep, searing change that permeated every level of society. The culture, the traditions, the very spirit of Laish were all but wiped out, replaced with the customs and practices of the Danites. The city's identity was lost, its history erased. But how did this change happen? How did a city so vibrant fall so drastically? The answer lies in the city's isolation and lack of warfare skills. Laish was a peaceful city, but its peace was its downfall. Its isolation left it vulnerable. Its lack of warfare skills left it defenseless. The consequences were dire. The people of Laish, unprepared and unskilled, could not defend their city against the invading Danites. They were easy prey, a city ripe for the taking. The Danites took full advantage of this, and Laish was left in ruins, its people subjugated, its spirit crushed. The city of Laish was no more. Only a tale of caution remained. A tale that reminds us of the danger of isolation, the importance of preparation, and the value of knowing how to defend oneself. A tale that echoes through time, a stark reminder of a city's downfall, a lesson for us all. A tale of Laish, a city lost to time, swallowed by its own peace. The tale of Laish is not merely a story of a lost city, but a lesson for us all. In the annals of biblical history, the city of Laish serves as a stark reminder of the perils of living in isolation. Cut off from the rest of the world, the inhabitants of Laish lived in a serene, idyllic bubble, oblivious to the dangers that lurked beyond their city walls. Their peaceful existence, however, was not to last forever. Their isolation made them vulnerable, an easy target for those with malice in their hearts. This lesson is as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. In our modern lives, we may not face invading armies, but we do face challenges that require us to be prepared, to be connected, to be aware. Isolation, whether physical or emotional, leaves us unprepared and vulnerable. It's important that we stay connected with the world around us, with our communities, our families, and our friends. These connections not only provide us with support and companionship, but they also help us stay informed, alert, and prepared. Another crucial lesson from the tale of Laish is the importance of learning and preparing for warfare or challenges. The inhabitants of Laish, living in their peaceful bubble, had no knowledge or experience of defending themselves. They were unprepared for the attack that ultimately led to their downfall. In our lives, we too face challenges, obstacles, and struggles. The key to overcoming these challenges lies in our preparation. Learning, growing, honing our skills, and equipping ourselves with the tools and knowledge necessary to face these challenges head-on is critical. The tale of Laish is a reminder that preparation and connection are our best defenses against the unpredictable battles of life. It's a call to action for each of us to step out of our comfort zones, to learn, to prepare, and to forge meaningful connections. Reclaim your life. Learn from the tale of Laish. Prepare for your battles and stay connected. Remember, isolation is a silent killer.